Hello, my name is Christine and I run a vintage shop called Prima Treasures on Etsy. Today I wanted to talk to you about some glasses I got in last week, and I did the research on these and they were pretty interesting, which, seems kind of weird for drinking glasses, but first of all, I hope you notice right off the bat that these are glasses that were put out in the early 70s to commemorate the Apollo missions, and they were made by Libbey. So each glass, hopefully you can see here on this one in the end, it has the name of the astronauts who were on that mission, and it has the date that they touched down on the lunar surface. And so, they were definitely done as a commemorative type thing, and they were put out basically timed with the various missions as they occurred or shortly after they occurred. And the reason that I found the history of these interesting is because with the Apollo 13 mission, apparently there were a couple of snafus that actually impacted the production of the glasses. So there are collectors out there who actually try to collect, let's call it the misprinted glasses. So basically what happened first with Apollo 13 is that one of the astronauts was removed from the roster because he had picked up a disease. Nothing terrible, but the kind of thing, you don't want it to spread it around. So they pulled him from the mission and they put in an alternate person. And so Libbey had printed the glasses originally with the first astronaut's name. So then they had to go pull all of those glasses with the wrong name, reproduce them again with the correct name, and apparently, unfortunately, the photo that they had included of the astronauts themselves continued to have the original astronaut for a good while afterwards, which is another weird error issue that they had with them. But then, more importantly, the second thing that happened is that there was an accident during that mission that sort of scuttled some of their plans. And so, in the wake of trying to fix the astronaut name error, then they had this other thing come up. So then they had to go back again and redesign the glasses to incorporate the accident aspect of it. And that's why you see on this one where it says safe return. That was the reason that they redesigned it and put that instead, because as I think they didn't actually land on the moon. I think they just circled around and came back. And that's why they changed up the design. And you can see that they have just like a little circular orbit there. So these glasses, as I said, were kind of made in real time because they ended up more than once having to account for shifts in the plan, and that makes these glasses, I think, a little bit more interesting than your typical glasses that you might be looking for, because, they actually, some of them were put out with errors and some of them were then later corrected. So you've got multiple versions of more than one set of these glasses as a result. And, that's kind of the hazards of putting out commemorative items on the tail of the event that you're attempting to commemorate. So these glasses range, I think the ones I have here from Apollo 12, and then I have 2 from 13 and then 1 from 14. And so the dates range from 69 to 71, and there were more glasses than this made. This just happened to be the ones that came in my box lot. But the fun thing about collecting anything space-oriented is that it's kind of getting a resurgence now. So regardless of the funny history of this particular group, you also have, the appeal of space-related items for people who, not the boomers, those of us who are younger who didn't really live through these years. And, we're now seeing all these shows come out about it. So if you know anybody who's interested in the space program and space exploration, a gift like this that goes back to those original years could be a really fun item to pick up for them. And these particular glasses don't tend to be very expensive either. I mean, I think I was seeing prices around $10 a piece, maybe $15 with shipping. And The only thing I want to caution you about is that the printing can wear off. They're not dishwasher safe, and you definitely want to be careful about, putting these in the dishwasher and then losing all that great historical context. So I think this set that I got was something that sat in someone's cabinet. I didn't notice any real wear on them. And I suspect a lot of people bought them for, collecting purposes, not for actual drinking use. So I just want to put that out there that if you do decide to get them for yourself, you know, be aware that it would be safer to hand wash them or just rinse them out when you're done and not run them through the dishwasher, because I have had vintage glasses from the 70s and 80s that we've put through the dishwasher, and eventually the color and the design does start to fade off. So anyway, I hope you learned something interesting today, and I appreciate you watching. Thank you.